again, coming back to you guys with another video. I'm going to get started on the short block assembly right now. I've got a couple things I need to do, but I've got everything so far for it. We're going to start with the bearings, then get the rods and everything put in the short block, then we'll start off with the long block another time. Just going to see as much work as I can get done today. The Mustang's not here. It's at the fab shop right now, finishing up with the turbo kit and the rest of the suspension work. So the garage is free right now. I got a little bit more space. I'm going to get started on this. That way, once everything is all done with the engine, I can just put the engine in the Mustang once it gets here. Should be here in about a week or so, and then we'll get started on that too. Alright guys, so just follow with me. Alright, so I'm just going to jump right into this, guys. I'm not going to be talking too much just because there's a couple videos, kind of step-by-step instructions on how to set these blocks up. They're not that hard. You just got to make sure that your measurements are right and all your torquing and stretching techniques are the right way to do it. So you're kind of just going to see more of a fast-paced, sped-up version, of the setup. And then I'll kind of show you things that I do a little bit differently if I need to. But until then, we'll just get started on it right now. Alright guys, it's about 1 o'clock or about 1:30, and I'm all finished with the main caps. All the bolts are torqued and the side bolts are torqued and the bearings are inside. Next time I'll be coming back out here to finish up the rods and getting those clearances for that, just making sure everything's going okay with that. But yeah, that's about it for tonight. I gotta wake up and go to work, so I'll be back again tomorrow. Alright. What's up everybody? We're back again. This is the next night. I went ahead and got the rod bearings clearanced and also the main bearing clearance too as well. Next would be putting on the piston rings and getting those filed to the correct size, or the correct gap and then we'll put the pistons and rods on and then put them in the block. Should be about another 2 days before I got a complete short block, but after that we'll get everything else going. Once we get that done, everything should be getting put together pretty quick. I've put together a couple short blocks. This will be the first time I put together a complete short block from scratch, but we're gonna get started on it. Alright guys, got a little carried away. I forgot to record a couple things, but all the rods and the main bearings are all clearanced. I started working on the gaps for the rings. Those are actually all done now. I've got both the top and second ring at 0.028, which is what Total Seal calls for anything over 30 pounds of boost. Molnar rods are being put on right now. Here they go. I've got the first two set. I'm getting started on the third one right now. My little station I got here. And it's going pretty simple, going pretty good. Haven't really had any major setbacks, just learning how to put everything together, but everything's going on pretty good. And then I guess I'll put another video or record again once I get a little bit closer in there. I'll probably record something once I'm finished with all the rods, and then we'll measure everything else that we need to measure as far as making sure the crank, the end play on that, and then we should be able to put this thing together. All right, well, I'll check you guys back when I get to that point. All right, yeah, that's a little bit better. Camera lens was kind of dirty with the cover over it, so I took it off. So yeah, I'm all finished for the night. We went ahead and finished with all the rods and pistons. They are put together. Just got to put the rings on and then get them in the short block. Overall, it was pretty straightforward. Not too difficult on anything. So I'll get the rest of the short block built tomorrow, and then get started on the long block the next day following. But everything's going good so far, so we should be up and running pretty soon. All right, guys, so we've got the crankshaft inside the short block. Everything's been clearanced and it's within specs. I got my little light rig right here for more lighting, and then also the table, where pretty much it got a little messy, but for the most part everything went okay. Have the rods right there, getting ready to do that next, and then the short block will be all set. Alrighty guys, take care. Alright, so update for right now. Cranks in the block. I went ahead and started on the first piston. Let's see if I can turn this around. First piston, number 1 is in. It's all clearance. It's all good to go. I'm going to get started on the rest of the rods and pistons. I've got to take a little break right now. I'll be back on it a little bit later, probably tonight, just because it's my fiance's birthday, so we'll be going out. But got a lot of work done. It's looking good. Just gotta finish up the rest of the 7, and then we'll be all set. Alright guys, so just finished up the short block. Got all the rods and pistons and everything's in there. Really tired right now. It's about 4:30. I started working on this thing, I want to say about 10 o'clock. So it's all finished now. At least the short block is. Like I said, the rest is pretty simple to get done. I can usually get that done in about a day. But yeah, here it is right here. It's all set. Like I said, it's a Texit block 4.6. It's 5 over instead of the 10 over. It's custom diamond pistons, and then Molnar Power Adder Plus rods. It's their Gen 3 4.6 rod. And then the crank is a Cobra crank that's been treated and also coated. Other than that, it's pretty simple. Nothing really else to go about it. Let's see if I can turn this the other way with one hand. Don't mind the light. I just had it set up so I can see a little bit better. Let's see. There she goes, right there. Oh yeah, there it is. And the like I said, custom diamond pistons, set for some badass trick flow heads, and all the RPM and boost a 4.6 can take. Still got a little bit of ways to go on this, but it's looking a little bit better. Everything's up to spec. The only thing that's a little bit looser are the rod bearings. Actually, I'm sorry about that, the main bearings. They usually, for factory, it calls for maximum of like 0.018. I'm at maximum of a 0.20, point what is it, 0.002, 0.0025, but everything should be okay. I was talking to a couple of engine builders and some guys, racing teams that build the mod motors, and they assured me that 0.002 was going to be fine. That's actually what they kind of set their motors up to too as well. They're a little bit more insane, but I think I'm kind of close to that kind of perspective, or at least I'm shooting for that. But yeah, here it is. And then also, it's got the AccuFab pivot arm, the bigger pivot arms. Got a whole bunch of billet parts for this thing to get all prettied up, and then we'll be ready to fire it. But for now, I'm gonna wrap everything up, clean up this garage because it's a mess, complete mess. But we got pretty much everything ready to go. Watching some paternity court, which is hilarious. But yeah, until next time, guys. Alright guys, we're back here again. I've got the heads on and the timing stuff on. I still got to degree the cams, but so far everything is ready to go and put in the car. It's not here right now. It'll be here Friday. That's when I'll get it towed back to the shop and start putting this in with the transmission, and then we'll be almost ready to fire up. I got to get a couple more things for the intake, but so far we're almost finished. So here it is. I'll post up some more pictures, some more glamour pictures, but for the most part, it's ready to go.